Hello everyone and welcome back to Endless Legend, our continuing look at the Ardent Mages. As you can see, time has passed. About 60 turns I believe has passed. So in that time, I have built up the city with a few extra districts. I have built a second city. I have also gone into the Era 2 of techs. I've researched the Watchtower. I am currently researching our flying unit because I want to see what they look like. I've also researched this plow factory, which increases our growth. I got that specifically for my second city to try and help it grow even faster. And then I'm going to grab... what am I grabbing? More industry stuff. I also have some glass steel... what was it? Weapons? Yeah, weapons and armor. So I finally outfitted some of our people with some better equipment because we've had a glass steel mine basically for the entire game, and you can see we're sitting on 83 of them right now. So I finally got our units to be equipped with glass steel stuff. I guess I can show you that. I'm not currently using the Warlock because since I have assimilated this faction to my empire, I can now use their units, and they're a lot better of a frontline unit than I believe our Warlock to be, just based on the basic stats. Also, their attack is a beam, which, if I remember correctly, a beam will attack everything behind their initial target, up to I think 3 rows. So I think these guys make for a pretty good frontline unit. And then I also have our ranged unit here equipped with a better trident or quarterstaff. And I didn't equip any armor on them because I don't plan on them getting hit. And I wanted them to be cheaper so I can kind of mass produce them when I need to make them. What else has happened? Oh yes, the Watchtower. I built an example Watchtower right here. When you research into the Era 2, these Watchtower bases will pop up all over the map, and they are the things you can put Watchtowers on. Watchtowers increase your sight radius, I believe, by 5 or 6 hexes, which is why we can see all around this Watchtower. And they also provide garrisoning units, or units sitting on a tile, extra regeneration. So they're pretty cool. I'm also putting a Watchtower right here. You can see it's under construction right now, or will be. Yeah, it will be after this Dust Dredger building is done with. And that's basically it. We have a ranged unit sitting in here as a garrison. We have our main army still sitting right here. Oh, and also, as you can see, we are surrounded by all of the other players in this game. As I said, this is a small map, and it shows because we've only been able to get about, I think, I'm going to say 2 territories each. Maybe some of these players have more than that, depending on how fast they expanded. And we are also friends with this Vaulter faction, the green to our west and south, so that's really good. And we're currently in a Cold War status, which is the default status you get into whenever you meet a new race. We are at a Cold War status with these guys, which are the Insectoid race, and I have not officially met red or light blue? Sea green? I don't know what color you want to call that. Light blue? So yeah, hopefully we will get our flying units up, and I'll see what they're like here in this episode. So, anything left to do in this turn? I don't think so. We have a research pillar right there. I could put a research pillar here, but that would cost us 105, because it would be our second one, and I'm not going to do that. Instead, I think I'm going to buy this out, so that's what we've done next turn. And I'm currently making units in our main town. I'll just let those go. Alright, let's end the turn. There we go. Watchtower is being made now, right there, which then will show us some territory into a red player, which could possibly be an enemy to us. I can also build a Watchtower there, but probably won't. What I do need to do is build this. So this is going to be considered an expansion. Any city that you pacify, you can build an expansion on, and it's going to give you an additional population on the main city. Also, let's see, this one for the Delvers, 10% Delvers unit production cost reduction. We can't actually make any Delvers because I've only assimilated the one race, and I'm not assimilated Delvers, so we won't be able to make them, but if we could, we would get that reduction on them. And plus 1... oh, what is that icon in the bottom? What does that mean? Level, I think that's plus 1 level on your city. So I will queue that up, and we'll build it right there. Also, that will provide us with sight when this town is complete. So that's also going to be crucial to look into our potential enemies. So we'll queue that up, and we will move our hero out, and then we'll move these 3 into her army. And we'll go up here, see if maybe we can take out this army of 2 wandering enemy units. And that's it. Also, in the time between these videos, I found out where the spells were. They're actually only combat spells, so they only show up in combat. They do cost dust to... Whoa. I will hit continue and see if it continues to work. So far, so good. Are you gonna move? There we go, okay. It's still in early access, people, so there are bound to be errors. I'm just glad it didn't crash. Alright, so we'll chase him around. We could also give 10 glass steel to the people over here, but considering they're already under the influence of another empire, I don't really see the purpose of that. In fact, you can see their city right there. So yeah, we're kind of locked in here. We're going to have to expand eventually, which is kind of why I'm starting to pump out some units out of our main base. Let's end the turn. Those guys went away. I'll tell you what, let's show off the Pillar of Speed, and we'll place it right here, allowing us to move a little bit farther, and actually we'll be able to attack them. As you can see, it was only 0.5 in movement cost to go through these Pillar of Speed area. There we go, cool. And they're already almost dead, so I think it's best to just auto-resolve this. Which almost killed off our reinforcing ranged units. Auto-resolve is tricky, because that unit came from our town. We'll keep it in the town for right now. And that's going to be it for combat. When you get into the second era for research, your military units automatically level up when you recruit them. So that's also a cool bonus. So that's what happened there. Telling us what our next unit is, and that we won the combat. Okay. So yeah, Pillar of Speed. So as with the Pillar of Knowledge, the cost for this one goes up too, so you can't just spam the board with that and make your units go faster everywhere. Now I believe, as you can see, there's only one area of influence, but I believe in the research... Where is it? Which one is it? There we go. So, the +1 Pillar of Influence on the Empire, I'm assuming what the +1 means is that it's going to increase the radius of that by 1, so that will make it a 2 radius instead of a 1, I think. I'm going to research that just to make sure. In fact, since this is just a test run and this isn't like a full Let's Play, let's do that next, just so we can see. So we'll research this, and if my theory is correct, then our Pillar of Influence after that's done should go 2 instead of just 1. Alright, so we'll leave that screen, and our main unit will... Not much for them to do, let's just head back towards home. Because I'm not at war with anybody yet. I may go to war with these guys. Maybe. I'll have to go to war with somebody. Alright, cool. That's done. So let's jump into our military screen. Look at them. Ooh. I love the unit design in this game. They all are just so unique. Like, when have you ever seen a creature like that? It looks pretty cool. I love the animation, too. Huh. Anyway, what do you even do? Edit. So you are a flyer. Base life is lower than most. Attack is about the same as most. Initiative is much higher as base. I think critical is higher than base. Defense is lower. Speed is a lot higher. They come with Last Stand, which even if they die in combat, they will be brought back to life as long as we win the match. And they do bonus damage versus mounted or knight units, which I think are mounted units. So these are fast anti-cav units. That'd be great against the other new faction, the raiding or roving clans, because I think all of their units are cav. So that's like a hard counter. Anyway, let's see this thing in action. Let's add some... Yeah, we'll add this, increase their initiative even that much more. And since they have Last Stand, I'm thinking we just make them kind of like glass cannons. We have them move in the very beginning of combat, do a lot of damage in the beginning. They'll soak up some damage and die, but as long as we win, they'll come back to life. So I'm not going to devote any armor to them. Well, maybe I will, actually, because the glass steel is really good at increasing our initiative, so I want to make sure that these guys go first. So let's put some glass steel armor on them, bumping our initiative up to 33 and our defense up to 12. That's actually pretty... That's okay. That's really okay. I think that's all I'll do for now. I could add more glass steel to them, but I'm not going to. So we'll apply those changes and get out of the academy screen, or the warrior screen. And then let's queue them up. Excellent. 4 turns. Well, 3 turns after this is done. Okay. Now we have that Arcana of Authority, so we'll see the new pillar of Influence, which is... Oh, actually... Oh! No, that's a whole new pillar. My bad. Whoops. Sorry about that. Telling you wrong information. Yeah, that's going to be a whole new tower. Cool. What in the heck? Oh, yeah, I remember these guys. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they come from this race. Yeah, those giants. Okay. That's... Well, we're not at war with them yet. So I don't think they're coming after me. Still kind of scary, though. And we will send this guy to garrison in the nearest city, which is going to be this one, so we can replace him with this guy. How do we... I guess just do new army, and then move them there. Cool. And I took the other warlock out because I'm going to want to replace the 4th slot. As you can see down here, we have 3 or 4 units. I'll replace the 4th slot with our flyer to test them out, and in turn. Cool. Not exactly sure why it did that. I think that's to signify an increased in level of the city, but I don't know why it would level up because I haven't built any more districts. Odd. Very odd. Let's see, how much would this take? 287 to... that's way too much. Way too much. Kind of want to build a watchtower right here. That's not really needed. That's not needed. Because this is my ally, so I don't really need to see what they're doing. Well, ally is a strong word. We're at peace, I should say. And then let's pump out another army. We'll do 2 ranged, one of these, one of those. And in turn. Oh, my pillar is up. Whoops. I think, yeah. But the cost on this is still 105. What? I don't have another pillar up. I thought it would go down back to 40. Huh. Okay, well, I'll pay for it. That's odd. Let's pump out the watchtower. And... Oh, cool. Yeah. You know, let's pay for this Delver City, too. So we'll get both of those done next turn. Takes all of our dust. But that's fine, because I'm... Well, that's fine. Because I don't care. And in the turn, get our flyer out. And there you can see we got some vision and another minor faction. This must have revealed them. Is that them? Ah, there they are, right there. So our watchtower revealed. So you can see how much more we can now, well, see with that watchtower up. So they're pretty cool. What next? We could build the other watchtower there, but again, that's kind of pointless. We could start building some expansions. So maybe we should do that. So with each expansion, your happiness on the city is going to decrease by 10%, I believe. Yeah, there's the effects right there. So minus 10 approval on city. but then plus 15 approval per level on city. So the higher your districts level up, the more approval they will eventually generate. And the way that the districts level up, as long as this hasn't changed in between the alpha and the beta, is that the more districts you build next to a district, that district is going to level up. So if we built, well, like this one, when this is done, the level of this district will go up a level. If we build another one here, this will go up to level 3. Here, that'll go up to level 4. And I think level 4 is the max level of a district. And with each level of a district, the resources on that tile are also boosted. So it's really good to set up your city in a way where you're going to want to make your center like a level 4 as soon as possible, which is what I'm kind of doing here. This was the center of our town, and I've already built 3 districts, so I'm going to build a 4th one. I'm still undecided. But I only have there to choose from. Anyway, I don't think I've covered that in this series yet, so I hope that hasn't changed. Because I have not verified. I wouldn't think that would change, though. Okay, so that's done. Let's get you into our army. Cool. You can also use them as scouts, though, too, because they move 6. But I'm going to move them in the army. There we go. Did not want to do that. I need to fight something. Something I can win. And not against my ally. Let's move up here. And we'll see if we can find a target to fight against. Like that guy. We'll see if we can take them out next turn. And I don't think there's anything else I want to do, so we'll just chew through that turn. I'm not really micromanaging that much because I know that I'm not going to continue this game after this whole series is over. Normally, every turn I probably would be going into here and making sure that our population are where I want them to be. But anyway, this guy attacked us instead, so that's great. We'll do hold position and manual, ready to fight. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to want to move you there. Their initiative is only 6. I have this guy equipped with glass steel weapons and I think some armor, which is why his initiative is so high. Of course, this guy's going to be higher. And then we'll move these 2 in close so that they can attack as well, just in case. Their initiative is still 5, so they'll attack last, which is kind of what I want. Also, the fire rain, I found out, will damage the main target and targets adjacent to them. So that's also pretty cool. I didn't know that about fire rain. Okay, I like this deployment. So we'll deploy, and then you can see up here our actual spells. Incantation of Defense will give us a +5 defense bonus on units in a circle of 1, so I can actually buff this entire party, or I can buff our attack. I'll probably buff our attack for 30 dust, just to show you. So select that point, and when you have the point selected, then you do launch, and the spell will cast. And all of our attacks have been boosted. This guy is dead. Oh, I didn't actually do attacks. Oh, whoops. I forgot I put hold position. 67, oh my goodness. 1 hit KO. Well, I wanted to see the flyer attack, but that works too. Oh my goodness. Alright, so our 2 ranged units leveled up to level 3. So their stats do increase. There is a purpose in leveling up, so that's really good. Let's try and compare. So 36, 25, 33, 37. Oh, because these are the Zealot 2s, and these are the Zealot 1s, which haven't been upgraded with new weapons and armor. Well, new weapons. But there you go. The basic one comes with 30 life. So yeah, keeping your units alive is pretty important. It will make a difference. Okay. What next? Kinda want to just attack this city, just to show you. Sure. Let it... Whoops, wrong screen. Let's go to the diplomacy screen. Now we're in Cold War with light blue and red. We'll talk to these guys, and we'll be like, hey, I'm going to declare an act of war. How much influence do I have? They have 478. Where is... Oh, 133. Okay, so I do have enough to actually declare war. So again, influence is pretty important. If you want to do diplomacy, everything costs diplomacy, or influence points. So I'm going to declare. So now we are in war. There we go. And I'm going to attack this town. This may be a bad idea. Alright, so they have a militia unit and 2 melee units. We should be okay. Oh, right, and these little, like, airships that you see, those are reinforcement points. So if I had another army nearby, they would join this fight too, and they would come in at these reinforcement points. So if you do have multiple armies traveling together, you want to make sure that your starting army is not standing on top of the reinforcement points, because then you will not be reinforced. Okay, so yeah, this should be pretty easy. I like the setup. We'll do ready. I'll increase our attack again on everybody. And you will attack there, you will attack there, and I'm sure everyone else will find their way. Nice, 38. Wow, those guys have a lot of life. Oh, so it's only one adjacent unit. Okay. Not every adjacent unit. Whoa. Alright, we took the city. I think. There we go. And now this belongs to us. Alright, so what is in this place? Where can we check that out? I don't remember. There is a way to look at the buildings that are already built here, but I forget how to do it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh well. So, let's see. What will we want to build? We can build a watchtower there. Glass steel. We don't really need glass steel right now. So you know what? Sure. Let's just build a watchtower here and see what that reveals over there. Okay. So our enemy now has one more territory up there, so that's where my next target would be. There's the glass steel extractor. Alright, let's end the turn. I just want to see what this other pillar is before we end. Guess you guys can move into the town. Alright, that's fine. They are our friends. Oh, cool. And one more turn should do it for the pillar. Alright, so the Pillar of Influence gives us... Oh, that makes sense. +1 influence on district. Okay. Interesting. So, where would I want to put it, though? That's like the ideal spot to hit 3 of the districts at once, but that's not going to happen. Just put it right there. Cool. I like the look of these pillars. They look really neat. How many more do we have, anyway? Let's look in the next tier. Pillar of Extraction, Incantation of Deluge. That's right, we did get an Incantation of Innervation. That's going to be a combat spell. And then Pillar of Regeneration, Incantation of Restoration. So it sounds like we're going to get a heal spell and increased regen eventually as well. Cool. I don't think there's any more military units we're ever going to get. I'm pretty sure we've unlocked all of those now. So, you know what? I may just end this little series here. I think so, because there's not much else to really show. I've showed on the units, I've showed some of the pillars. We've gone to war, we've had a couple battles. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it. Next time I will show off the... I want to say they're the roving clans, roving bands, something like that. They're also pretty unique. They can move their cities around after you've already built them, which is potentially pretty cool, I think. So we'll look at them next time. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little mini-series on the look on the Ardent Mages, and I will see you all next time. Take care.